was gonna do my makeup, but then I realized it's literally 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm going to sleep. I'm not going anywhere. So that's not gonna happen. However, I don't even know what to talk about. Here's the story time. So my best friends and my birthday are both in June. Hers is at the end of it and mine is at the beginning. So at the end of June, we always like do something together. We always hang out. We always celebrate. Now for her 21st birthday, this was like 3 years ago, we decided that we were gonna go and do some brunch, then go to the park, paint, have some wine. Wrong. We didn't even touch the park. We used to go to the city all the time. I never had a fake. She didn't have a fake. I would just get like liquor or like little cans from the liquor store 5 blocks away from my house. And like to get to the city, it's literally like one train ride. It takes 20 minutes. It's like, love it. So we used to go to the city a lot. We grew up going there. And we were like, we've never had brunch here. We've never actually drank and sat down somewhere. It's our 21st, bitch. Let's go for it. So we decided to go to the Mean Fiddler. They had bottomless brunch. Mind you, we were gonna paint and like do all that. And we were supposed to do it before we went out to eat and stuff. But we were like, we're hungry. Let's do that first and then we'll paint. Like drunk painting in the park. So I had like a picnic basket with painting stuff inside of it and a bottle of wine. Heavy, big basket. And like we were taking turns because it was so heavy to like carry, so we were taking turns and going back and forth, but it was my basket, so like it was my responsibility. Anyways, back to it. We're at brunch and we're just like eating and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and eating and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and eating. And we overdid it, but we overdid it so bad. But it was our first brunch. It was our first brunch ever. So like I can't even like be mad. You live and you learn. I haven't gotten like that. I haven't grown up and God knows how long. I get drunk, don't get me wrong. I sometimes a little too much. So we're finally done. 90 minutes are up. We gotta go. I'm feeling tired. She's feeling tired. I'm like, I don't even know if we should go to the park. So we're like, okay, let's just go back to Jersey. So we take the train to Hoboken. And when we can take the train there, I can take the train back home. And she can take the little 8-year-old to her house or just walk or take the bus, whatever. But that's like the one spot where we can like just go our separate ways. And we were like wasted and gone. And maybe we shouldn't have left each other, which is fine. It's fine. It happens. Like we're stupid. This is also like my best friend. I've known this bitch since I was like 14 years old and we're still like this. And we were both like, second we got to Hoboken, I'm a mess. Well, we're a mess, but I'm a mess because I'm holding the basket and the basket is heavy as shit. So I dropped the basket and I dropped the bottle of wine and it literally just splatters everywhere. It was so embarrassing. I literally have pictures of this happening. I just, for what? You know, like that wasn't cool. And I'm just like, and then I run away from it because I don't know what else to do, which maybe I should have picked up the last or something, but like I just freaked out. So we run away. And then we're like, hey, I want to go home. And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm tired. I don't want to be here anymore because I was tired. I was sleepy. It was our first brunch. We definitely overdid it, like, by a lot. But it happens. Like, it was our first brunch. I don't regret it. So we're, like, saying bye-bye. I knew her train was coming. So I was like, hey, you can take your train. I'm going to wait at the train station. It's, like, it's, like, nothing... It's a nice train station. So I'm just gonna wait there and my train's gonna come in like 30 minutes. So within those 30 minutes, I decided to take a nap on the bench. I don't remember how, don't remember why. Apparently I just took a nap and I feel and I'm looking around and it's a cop like looking at me. And I'm like, hey, and he's like, hey. And then he starts like questioning me and shit and I was over it. I didn't want to deal with it. And I was like, can you just send me to drunk jail? Like, that's it. Like, I don't need you to call anybody. Just send me there. My boyfriend's working. I don't want to call my mom. Like, I'm definitely not calling my mom. Like, she will never let that go if I did. And I don't know what friend, like, of mine is going to be able to pick me up. So I was like, let me just get a mugshot. Maybe put her in a hoodie. And I don't know. I just wasn't thinking. I was wasted. I also am bipolar and I was not taking meds at the time because I didn't know I was bipolar. So maybe that's part of it. But he was like, no, like, I'm trying to help you out. Like, I don't want to write, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know what you want me to do. Like, you can't call anybody. And he kept trying to take my phone. And I was like, I'm not going to give you my phone because I'm not going to give you my phone. However, that's my favorite word today apparently. He had a canine with him. And I was like, ooh. And when I'm drunk, bitch, I love dogs. I have a dog, but when I'm drunk, I just want to. And you know you're not supposed to touch one of those. But I literally refused to give this man my phone until he was like, okay, fine, you can pet it. So I got to pet the canine. And I was like, I got what I wanted. So then I gave him my phone. Calls my boyfriend, because I live with my boyfriend. Boyfriend's at work. Boyfriend's mad as hell. He's like, what do you mean? Like, blah, blah, blah. Cop hangs up because my boyfriend can't get me. And he's like, who else like that you know lives around here? And then he's calling like people. Eventually he finds one of my friends, my best friend from high school that I hadn't spoken to in like a year or so. And he's like, yeah, they're gonna have to pick you up because I'm not letting you go and I'm not gonna arrest you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I got to pet your dog. Can I have my phone back? Takes my phone back. And my friend comes. And I love that queen to death. I don't really talk to her. We have each other on close friends. And she looks like she's having a good life. Love her down. Anyways. She picks me up. She was actually on her way to a dick appointment when she picked me up. Yep. So then she was like, hey, like, I gotta drop you off somewhere. Like, I just can't, like, you know. Which is understandable. Like, bitch, like, go to you. You didn't even have to pick up the phone. You didn't even have to pick up the phone. Like, thank you. So then I'm calling, like, my other friend. I'm like, hey, like, figure it out for me. Like, please. Like, I need help. I don't know what to do. I couldn't go back to the train station, and I did not want to Uber. Now that I'm thinking about it, I literally don't know why I didn't Uber. But also, if I fell asleep at the train station, imagine a car, and that's dangerous. And I actually had something happen to me in an Uber. I got $200 back from it because that's how long the trip was. Traumatizing, I will say. Did I sue? No. I just didn't want to deal with it. Do I still take Uber to this day? Yes, because I don't drive and I need a license really bad. But I also barely go out, and when I go out far, it's to go out to Hoboken and go out for drinks and just hang out with my friends. So maybe I shouldn't have a license. Because, like, why are you drinking and driving? No. However, my mom lives 10 minutes away from where I go and hang out and have my drinks and whatever. But I don't want to go to her house being like, hey, mom, can I sleep here? And then, like, leave in the morning. Like, that, I know I could. But, like, that's just not me, you know? Actually, it is me. Like, it's some bullshit I would do. But I just don't want to hear it from her. Even though she said it's cool. And I know it's cool. It's chill. Also, I don't have a room there anymore. It's kind of like my brother's. So, like, I don't want to sleep on the couch. Like, sorry, mom. It's... No. Where was I? Oh, so I hit up my friend. He's like, okay, fine. Like, where, like, do you want me to get you? So he's talking to my other friend. And, like, they knew each other because we all went to the same high school, but they're not friends. They're talking to each other. They, like, figure out an address to meet up at. It's in a corner. And they literally take me from one car to the other. And by take me, I literally mean I took myself from one car to the other. I wasn't that wasted where I had to be carried or anything like that. And then for some reason, after that, we ended up just going to a bar. My boyfriend was so mad. He thought I was gonna get arrested. He thought I was gonna get in trouble. And, like, I know I got lucky because some cops are, like, insane and just not... I have a couple of cop stories because I'm in the head. And that was the story of my first brunch. And somehow I managed to keep my basket and the paintings and all that shit. So good on me. And one thing about me, when I'm out and about, I don't care how much I drink. I sound like an alcoholic. I don't drink that much. Or, like, I don't get wasted like that. It's just, I have a lot of stories like that. But it doesn't happen that often. It hasn't happened in a while, actually. Now that I'm 24 years old, I feel like that's something from when I was, like, 20, 21, 22, 23 even. But I'm turning 25. So I still get lit. Don't get me wrong. But you will not catch me throwing up. Do I, however, I need to shut up. I do get hurt, though, all the time. Last year, or this year, or, like, between, like, December and this year, I sprained my ankle. Or, like, did something to it. I couldn't walk for, like, 4 days. I fucked up my knee. Then I rolled my ankle. Literally, like, my knee is, like... I've been, like, peeling it all day, actually. I don't know if you could tell. But... I bumped into one of my friends and I just fell face forward on my face and That's what happened. And then when I rolled my ankle, it wasn't even anything cool. Like, I was running. I was literally, like, leaving the bar. And I tripped over a ledge. And I do that sober, too. So it's not like, oh my gosh, you drank too much type of thing. It's just embarrassing. Also, it's, like, Monday at 9:30. No, I said it was 10. It's 9:53. I'm just a liar. I don't know why I told you the wrong time before. If I didn't cut that out. Whatever. I told myself I was going to post on Mondays, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to it. I'm actually going to stick to something for once in my life. For as long as I can. I'm holding myself to it. So, I just didn't film all week. I felt like shit. Like, I had a day off on Sunday, and I just slept through most of it this morning and had an anxiety attack. It's just been bad for my mental lately. And I was like, regardless, I'm going to do this because I told myself I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to feel like a failure if I don't do this. Which is why I'm filming right now. And I have to post before midnight. So, love that for me. And maybe that's why, like, this will be, like, super short. Also, am I supposed to, like, half an intro? Like, hi, hello, how are you? Like, what am I supposed to do? I feel like they're kind of awkward. Unless, like, you're like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, thanks for listening to me, I guess. Good night.